Hello and welcome back to another easy online German video lesson. Today I'm going to tell you something about the German consonant B and its pronunciation in the German language. The basic pronunciation is a B, so it's a voiced consonant. You need your vocal cords to produce the sound. It's not aspirated. In German we do not have aspirated consonants. Other languages have them, like Hindi for example, but in German we don't have them. Sometimes the B can also be pronounced like a P, but we will get to this later. We're going to start with an example word which has the B at the beginning, and at the beginning of a word the B is always pronounced like a B. And we start with the word for B, and the German word is Biene. Biene. We have the IE diphthong, as we say in German. We write I and E, but pronounce it E. So it's always a long E sound, one of the special diphthongs in German. In the phonetic script we use an I. In German we call this letter E, and a double point, and double points always make vowels long in the phonetic script, so whenever you see a double point you know that you have a long vowel. At the end we have a schwa sound or unstressed E. It's an sound, and in the phonetic script we use an E turned upside down. And we have a little tick in front of the B, and this little tick always marks the stressed syllable in a word. So in this word the first syllable is stressed, Biene. We can also have B in the middle, and it's also pronounced B when we have it between two vowels. And this is the case in the next word, which is the German word for fever. And in German we say Fieber. Fieber. We also have the IE diphthong, as we say in German, in this word too. So we have the long E sound again in this word. So the I and the double point in the phonetic script, and we have the ER ending in this word, and this is always pronounced like a reduced R or central R sound. So it's Fieber, not Fieber. This is wrong, Fieber. This R sound is not as open as the normal R sound, so it's slightly more constricted. And the stress is on the first syllable again. We have the little tick in front of the F. We can also have double B between two vowels. And the next word is the German word for crab, prawn or shrimp. And the German word is very similar to the English word crab. We say Krabbe. Krabbe. Right after the K we have a guttural R, which is also a special sound. It's rubbed between the back part of the tongue and the uvula, so it's a throaty sound. So don't roll it at the back, but rub it. Krabbe. And it's important that you do not pronounce it too strongly. Don't say Krabbe. This is too strong. As we have double B, we have a short vowel in front of double B. So we have a short R sound, krabbe. And we have the unstressed E or schwa sound at the end again. In the script you see the E turned upside down. And the stress is on the first syllable again, like in most of the German words. Now we get to the words in which the B is pronounced like a P. And this is the case when the B stands in front of other voiceless obstruents. Obstruents are consonants which obstruct or block the airflow. And I chose example words which have the B in front of S or in front of the grouped consonant SCH or in front of the grouped consonant ST, in front of T or in front of Z. And the first word is the German word for P, and the German word is Erbse. Erbse. So we have an E sound in this word. There's also a special sign in the phonetic script. The R is not guttural here. It is pronounced like a reduced or central R sound, Erbse, and you see that the B is pronounced like a P because the B is followed by an S, and it's a sharp S, of course, and at the end we have the schwa sound again, the E turned upside down in the phonetic script, and the stress is on the first syllable, Erbse. The next word has the grouped consonant SCH after the B, and it's the German word for pretty, and in German we say hübsch. Hübsch. We pronounce the H at the beginning of a word or syllable, so here it is pronounced too. We have a very special vowel mutation or umlaut, the short Ü sound Ö. It is not as close as the Ü sound Ü. This is a close vowel, but the short Ü sound Ö is a near close vowel, so it's a little more open. It's not too far away from the short E sound I. Just imagine you say hübsch and make your lips round as if you wanted to say U or O. So this is a mix between the short E and the short U sound, so between I and O, and you can try to say hübsch first and then make your lips round. Hübsch. I know it's not so easy for those people who don't have this sound in their own mother tongue, but I will also publish a training about this special sound, so don't worry about the pronunciation. This was just a little hint. You can try to say hübsch, but make your lips round, and maybe you are able to pronounce it according to my explanation here. We have the P sound because we have the sh sound after the B, and we say hübsch. We write SCH, but we pronounce it sh. So I know the English native speakers write SH, and in German we write SCH. Hübsch is the correct pronunciation of this word. The next word is the German word for autumn, and the German word is Herbst. Herbst. We pronounce the H because we have the H at the beginning again, and we have an E sound again, and the R is not guttural, it's a central R sound. Herbst. And we have the grouped consonant ST following the B, so we have a P sound here too. Herbst, similar to the pronunciation of the word Erbse. The next word has the T after the B, and it's the German word for abbot, and the German word is Abt. Abt. So we have a short R sound in this word, and the B is pronounced like a P because we have the T which follows the B. Abt. It's not such a strong P, but at least it's not a B. The next word has the German consonant Z, which is pronounced like a T and a sharp S, and we have the Z after the B in the German number 17, and in German we say 17. 17. We have a soft S at the beginning. It's a Z sound, 17. We always have a soft S at the beginning of German words or syllables. And we have the IE diphthong again, so we have a long E sound in this word too, 17, and the B is spoken like a P. And you can also say we have a compound noun because Sieb is derived from the German word sieben, which is the number 7. So 17 is a compound noun which consists of the word 7 and 10. 10 is the German word for the number 10. So you can either say we have an obstruent following the B, or we have two words in one word, so the B stands at the end, and whenever we have a B at the end of a word or syllable, it's always pronounced like a P. The German Z is pronounced like TS, so it's a S sound. And we also have a long E sound, 10, because we have an H which follows the E or E. In fact, we only pronounce the H at the beginning of a word or syllable, and not in the middle and not at the end either. 17 is the correct pronunciation. The stress is on the first syllable. When you have a verb, for example, the verb lieben, for to love, and you have a B in the middle, and now you want to conjugate this verb. You have to take the stem of the verb, and this would be lieb. And for example, if you conjugate it in the present tense, you have to use the stem lieb and put the endings after the stem. So it would be ich liebe, but du liebst. And in liebst we have a P sound. And we also have a P sound in sie es liebt. This is also a P sound because we have the T which follows the B. Wir lieben, ihr liebt. There we have the P sound again. And sie lieben. And there are also other verbs like geben, for example, which have the B in the middle, but when you conjugate them, ich gebe, du gibst, sie es gibt, we sometimes have the P. Because in the second and third person singular and in the second person plural, we have either st or t following the B. So, sie es gibt, wir geben, ihr gebt, sie geben. And there are also other verbs which have the B in the middle, and whenever you conjugate them, you have to be careful because sometimes you have to pronounce a P sound instead of a B. When we have a final B, so a B at the end of a word, it's always a P, at least in the pronunciation. And an example word is the word for basket, and in German we say Korb. Korb. We have an open O sound O, and the R is pronounced like a central or reduced R sound, so it's not guttural. Korb. We also have a short preposition up, which means from or as of. It can also be a prefix in front of a verb, for example. And you see in the phonetic script we have a short R sound in this word, and we have a P sound. And this is also the case in the word ob, which is the German word for whether or if. So it's a conjunction. We have a short O sound, so it's not O, it's O, it's more open, and a P. So the final B is always pronounced like a P. And this was all about the pronunciation of the German consonant B. I hope you find it useful. At least now you know how to pronounce the German B in German words. And this was all for today. So I say bye-bye, or as we say in German, tschüss.